Hi everyone, Bob Thibodeau here. Welcome back to another leadership tip for today. If you want to go on a trip, that's fine too. But this is your leadership tip for today. Now, we were talking about developing your leadership training program. Yesterday, I introduced the concept of positivity and introducing ways to bring about improvement in your leaders. You always want to emphasize the positive in the open and close and sandwich together the suggestion for improvement in the middle. The open and close is the positive part. The suggestion for improvement is the sandwiched part in the middle. By doing that, you're going to maintain that positive attitude, that positive environment while you're trying to bring about the positive change. So when developing your improvement plan, it's important to outline the dates that you expect certain tasks to be completed. Whether this is in the form of a formal letter of instruction, a matrix, whatever, it's up to you. During your discussion with the current department head or current leader, be sure you get a verbal agreement as to the plan of action. Schedule the completion date and the outcome desired. You can also schedule regular meetings to check on how the improvement processes are proceeding. These meetings are another way that you can help educate and mentor your leaders along. Remember, keep the meetings positive. But you want to check on their progress. You don't want to just put it in a drawer and forget about it. In 30 days, we'll talk about this again. So they don't have to worry about it for 29 days. No, you want to keep it, you don't have to say every Monday morning at 10 a.m. we're going to have a meeting. I mean, that's a waste of time and it becomes a negative. But just tell them, hey, how you doing on your program? Any questions, anything I can help you with? Just keep it positive. You want to check on their progress. You want to check on their growth. You want to help them to advance in their competency levels and increase their evaluation scores, which will increase your organization. So have some sort of documentation in the meetings, the progress accomplished, and recommendations that are made. That's a good idea. It doesn't have to be a formal letter or email. Simply just take notes. That's a good place to start, but keep the notes for future use and reference. Now, one method is to have each of the skill sets printed out for that particular leadership position. Then have the scores you rated prior to initiating the training program. As your leader progresses, you can date and initial the higher rating. Again, unless truly attained, I would recommend against going from a 1 or 2 to a 5 in one training session. But by using this method, you, the leader, you will be mentoring the person that you're trying to bring along, and you will be able to monitor their progress. They'll continue to be mentored with new ways to improve. Your leaders will know how they fit into your organization, and they'll understand you are investing in their professional development. An added benefit is the ability to use this matrix and skills you've identified as part of the hiring process in the future. I mean, you'll be able to truly evaluate potential leaders because you've already identified what the perfect skills are for that position. If you have multiple candidates that have applied for the position, you can now ask specific questions designed around the skill sets and then evaluate their responses based upon what you've already decided is the criteria for that position. This will allow you to know what skills you'll need to work on with a newly hired leader, even before their first day. This will save you valuable time and resources for having to learn what their potential strong and weak areas are after you hire them. This would also allow the new hire to have a better understanding of how they fit into the organization and what is expected of them from the company perspective. Remember, leadership training is not just cut and dry, one size fits all. It's not a process like that. It is a continual learning program. It's never finished. It cannot be left to chance. An owner or manager who wants to improve the operations of the company or department will work continuously to improve the leaders currently in the organization. The organization should develop proactive goals to assist all leaders in their development. This will result in the overall growth of the organization and a stable, reliable method of improving the ability of the leaders in the organization to grow as well. All right. So tomorrow we'll wrap everything up for you about what we covered, just a quick summary. So until then, this is Bob Thibodeau reminding you, I'll see you then.